I'm Emma, a medical doctor and the survival of domestic violence and narcissistic abuse. Some people believe that emotional abuse doesn't exist. They say that women give it just as good as men, but when they hear something nasty, they call it emotional abuse. That the person's shouting emotional abuse wants everyone to tiptoe around their feelings. They can't handle the rough realities of human interactions. I would argue that people who hold such beliefs have either not experienced emotional abuse, or they are in denial about its existence, either because they don't want to look at their own behavior, or because it's too painful to take a closer look at someone close to them. I would like to start this video by reading a journal excerpt. This is from a time in my life when I did not realize I was being emotionally abused. I kept journals for many years. This is just one of them. I will show you the page here in Swedish. You will see that the text is mirrored. I taught myself to write in this manner so that my husband wouldn't be able to read what I wrote. Here translated to English. Sunday, the 6th of February, 2022. And just a quick comment here. At this point, I was working full-time. My husband was unemployed. We had 2 kids, 3 and 5. When they were not at preschool, I was the one who parented them. He's angry again since Friday. Now he's making aggressive comments about the kids' manners. I have not reacted. I am trying to listen to what he says, but it fills me with feelings of hopelessness. That he blames me for everything, and that I don't feel any support from him. He does help me with some things, but the communication between us doesn't work. And as soon as something goes wrong, he gets angry. I want a whole family. Evening the same day. We have had a huge fight. He started to complain that the kids are not well behaved, that I don't teach the kids how to behave, that I don't hug them. It felt so unjust, and I couldn't listen to what he was saying. He then became angry and threatened to hit me with a wooden spoon. He went into the kids' room and screamed. I pulled him and cried. It ended with him saying a lot of bad words, and then he stormed off. As you notice from this interaction, there were no episodes of physical violence, but it was still abusive, emotionally abusive. The aim of the emotional abuser is to put himself in a position of power in the relationship. The emotionally abusive relationship is not equal. It is a slow burn, and it's hard to notice the signs. Obviously, in this example, it was very clear that this interaction was not healthy, but it was part of a pattern who went up and down. He would sometimes be very nice and attentive, but it was always that feeling that I had to be careful around him, and that his opinions were really important. Emotional abuse is hard to define, but it may be a gateway to physical abuse. And even if it does not escalate to that, it makes you as the target unwillingly change the way you behave in relationships and undermine your self-esteem. I will now tell you some of the different tactics that the emotional abuser uses. Anger. He may get frighteningly angry if things doesn't go his way, if you do something that he has told you not to, or for something that just really irritates him. Passive aggressiveness. Withdrawing, refusing to speak, showing clearly that he is irritated, often leaving you with the whole burden of the adult responsibilities in the process. You wonder what you have done to set him off. You second guess yourself. not knowing that it is a manipulative technique. You think that he is truly angry and irritated, and you want to make it right. Refusing to be happy. No matter what you do, it is not enough. You never get any appreciation. In fact, you may get a lot of criticisms. He tells you constantly how to do things better. In the spring of 2020, I was put on sick leave from my doctor for burnout symptoms. My doctor advised me to be home for a longer period, but my husband pressured me to go back to work after only 5 weeks. I often felt overburdened. When I told him that I wasn't able to handle something, he would respond with, "Never say you can't, it just makes your brain more lazy." The emotional abuser may put you down in very subtle ways. He shows you that you're not enough, he's not attracted to you, he's not happy in the relationship, you better shape up a bit. He may indicate that him staying with you is an act of high morals, that he is staying because of the kids or because he doesn't want to leave you with your responsibility. But there are really more opportunities out there for him. He may tell you that no man would ever want to date a woman who has kids. The result is that you feel insecure. You should be grateful that he is there. The emotional abuser often tries to isolate you. He doesn't feel that this is the right time for you to hang out with your girlfriends. There is never the right time for you to visit your family. And how come you're talking to them on the phone when you should be there present for the kids? A very confusing part of emotional abuse is that it is interspersed with periods where he is really lovely and extremely attentive. And there might be periods where he really showers you with affection and gifts, often to manipulate you and get you to agree to something. And after that, the criticizing, angry guy is back. To those of you who don't believe in emotional abuse, I would encourage you to think back about your own life. Do you have any regrets? Or do you have any events that are still causing you pain? If so, probably it is not a physical injury that you're still pained about. Human beings have many emotions, and among them the most powerful is shame, regret, guilt, fear, and the emotional abuser taps into all of them. If you like this video, I will put a playlist up here with the videos I have dealing with emotional abuse. I'm Emma, holding up a light over the bridge. Remember, there is always a way out. Please be safe, take care, and have a great day.